What's up, guys? Hope everyone's fantastic. Hope you're having a great Monday. It's about to be Tuesday. I know I'm late on here. I apologize. Um, I'm going to talk a little bit of trade deadline. I'm going to talk a little bit of what just happened to the Tigers' last 6 games. I think it was 6. It might have been 7. 1 to 4. It was 7. Um, and actually, it was 6 because I talked about the Monday game last time. But anyways. Let's just start with that. Unfortunately, the Tigers got swept by the Angels when they came to town here last week, Tuesday through Thursday, doubleheader on Thursday. Tuesday they lost in extras. Ohtani pitched game 1 on Tuesday or Thursday of the doubleheader. Ohtani had a great freaking series. Just period. He was phenomenal, and he's a generational player. You're not going to see anything like that probably ever. I mean, if you do it, it's going to be rare to see what he's been doing on the field. He pitched game 1, a complete game performance against the Tigers, and then game 2 he comes back and it's 2 massive home runs. I mean, you just tip your cap to those kind of guys. It just sucks it happens against Detroit. Those games were important for us. We got swept in the doubleheader. We lost game 1. We get swept by the Angels, which is a very rough series. It was a very rough series for Detroit on multiple levels, frustrating as hell. And then Miami's series, you easily could have won 2 out of 3. You only take 1, though. I'll be honest with you guys. Yesterday's game, the Sunday game, damn near killed me. And I'll tell you why. Because you had a 4-0 lead. Scuba imploded in the 5th. The bullpen has kind of seemed lost more recently than they have all year. And it's just, that's a frustrating as hell loss. I mean, you regained the lead, too, after it was a 4-4. You regained it 6-5. And then you end up losing 8-6. It's just, I can't explain the frustration that I had for yesterday's game. I was very upset after it, pissed off. The reason being is Minnesota has now lost 5 straight. Cleveland lost again tonight. Nobody wants to take this division. I understand you're not, no one thinks Detroit can win the division, but my God. 2 out of 3 against Miami when you outplayed them is not too hard to ask or too much to ask. And you just couldn't take care of it. That's very frustrating. It's so annoying. And you have to live with it as a fan. I mean, as a fan of a baseball team, I feel like it's very rough just because there's so many ups and downs. There's 162. You're going to have good times. You're going to have bad times. And right now, it seems that the Tigers are having more bad times than good times. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But regardless, the fact is you have to forget about it. You have a series beginning against Pittsburgh for 2 starting tomorrow night, 7:05 Eastern. Then you have a 12:35 game. And then you have another off day, and you have a home series beginning against Tampa Bay and Minnesota. So you have a very important series coming up. Got to toss at your 6.5 back right now. This trade deadline is going to be very interesting to see what happens because I think Lorenzen and Erod are gone. I really do. Ideally, they go to Baltimore and you get 2 of their top 100 prospects, which are hitters. That's a great return, in my opinion. You need offense. You have the pitching to sustain. You need to find bats, and I think Scott Harris needs to go for it in Baltimore. Trade deadline's August 1st, 6 p.m., which is tomorrow now today, since you guys are watching this on Tuesday. We just need to pull some magic off. I mean, Shreve, Cisnero are on the block, Foley, Lang as well. I mean, you can really trade McKinstry, Ibanez, Verlander. One of those guys could go as well. We have less than 24 hours now, but I think that there's a market for all those guys somewhere. And we'll see what Scott Harris has in store for us tomorrow at 6 p.m. What will happen? How will this roster look? It's going to be very interesting to see because no moves have been made yet for Detroit, but I think it's only a matter of time. Baltimore hasn't made any moves yet either, and I think they need starting pitching, and we have 2 of them. And there's other teams out there also looking for bullpen depth, which we have a lot of arms that are up 4 at least that can go. So it'd be interesting to see what Detroit does. I think Foley's a keeper. Everyone else is tradable. Cisneros, Shreve, and Lang. That's my opinion. I like Foley more than Lang. I think Foley has a higher ceiling. Both pitchers are very good. Whoever needs a back end guy, Lang's very good as well. He's got nasty stuff. I just recently I've liked Foley more, and Foley has struggled the last couple of outings, but overall he's been very damn good this year. Like I said, it'll be interesting to see what Scott Harris has up his sleeve. I really hope you got to minimally trade Lorenzen and Erod, in my opinion. If you want to re-sign Lorenzen in the offseason, that's your choice. I don't mind it. But at the end of the day, I think you need to get pieces for him right now, and then you can always readdress that in the offseason. If you want to re-sign him to a 2 or 3 year deal, I am all for that. But I think right now you need to get some pieces back. And Baltimore has the top 8 top 100 prospects. A lot of them are hitters. I'm not saying you're going to get all those guys, but can you get 2 or 3 of them? That'd be massive. I think that would be a massive deal for us, and I think we need to go for it. And I hope Scott's on the phones and willing to deal with all these teams, especially Baltimore. I hope he gets a deal done with Baltimore. They got a lot of top 100 prospects, 8 of them, like I said, and most of them are hitters. And we need offense. We desperately need offense, I think. And Scott knows that. I think everybody knows that. We have the pitching to sell to get offense in return. I think that's what we need to do. Even have bullpenners. If they want to attach a Lang with the 2 starters, can we get 3 of those top 100 prospects? Maybe. It'll be interesting what Scott could pull off. I would love that. It'll be very interesting to see what this team does and how this roster looks going into Game 1 against Pittsburgh tomorrow night. The trade deadline will be over for 65 minutes by the time that game starts. So it'll be very interesting to see what Scott pulls off here. I think it's going to be a pretty busy day for Detroit tomorrow. I think there'll be several trades made. Hopefully I'm not wrong on it. Hopefully they don't stand pat and just go for it. I mean, we need to make some moves, I think. Like I said, the Central's still up for grabs as well. You get some prospects back. Not they're going to be on the roster right away, but call up Colt Keith, Parker Meadows, Henry Malale. Call up somebody and spark this offense a little bit. I think Maggie had a great series in Miami. Great to see him contributing on the team still. And like I said, I think it's just one of those things where pull off some moves here, get some prospects back, and let's have some fun here August to September. See if we can't go on a run here. The Twins have left the door open for us. Let's see if we can take advantage. We couldn't take advantage against Miami and LA. We got to forget about that and see if we can take advantage now going forward here against Pittsburgh, Tampa, and Minnesota coming up here. That's a 9-game stretch. I want 6-3 minimum, ideally 7-2 when you're right back in this thing. Is it a lot to ask? Maybe, but for God's sakes, I can ask for whatever I want when I watch every day, and I pour my heart and soul into this team. I can ask for that. Really appreciate it, guys. We'll see what Scotty H has up his sleeve. Should be an interesting one next Monday. It'll be in August, starting a 4-game series against Minnesota on this next Monday when I talk to you guys. You guys have a great one. As always, take care, everybody. And go Tigers as always. We'll see what this deadline brings us. Take it easy, everybody. Have a great one.